At the beginning of September, LG were at the IFA event in Berlin, and we were lucky enough to be there and to see their range of TVs. Now, we've got some updates in terms of their Nano cell price range and also their flagship, the 88-inch 8K OLEDs, which were, as these images show, quite stunning. There's information now about the price and release, and we'll get into that in just 1 second. Later in this video we'll talk about contrast modulation and how LG believe that their 8K is far more superior than their competition because of their difference in contrast modulation. I'll show you the demo that they used at IFA 2019. Now, speaking of IFA 2019, without doubt the star of the show was this, the LG Signature OLED 8K TV. Now, this was 88 inches in size and it was quite simply breathtaking. Now, I did do an introduction video on that and I'll link that up above. And also I've done one on their OLED rollable TV, which is quite simply breathtaking, and I'll also link that. But the information that we've had in the last couple of days is relating to the release and the price of this and their Nano cell TV, both of which are 8K, but there's a big difference in the price. Now, this one, which is the world's first 88-inch 8K OLED, it's going to retail at less than what I thought it was, which in the first video there was rumours around it being $42,000, but in actual fact it's going to be released at just under $30,000. So there you go guys, a 25% saving. It's almost a bargain. The picture quality is the best I have ever seen on a TV. It is just quite simply breathtaking. It is incredible standing opposite this. I did explain it to somebody that it's almost better than your eyes. It is just crazy good. The great thing about this, now there's not going to be hardly anyone that are in the market for a £30,000 TV. But the really exciting thing is that this is where it starts, yes, but this is what we, the normal people, have got to look forward to in the future. And how many years will it be before we've got one of these in our rooms? And how many years will it be before they've halved and halved and halved again in price? And this is then the standard type of resolution that you get. There is an 8K TV that is launching very soon, which you may be able to afford, and that's this, the LG Nano Cell 8K. This is going to launch at $4,999 in the US, and we believe it's going to be the same price in the UK, so just under £5,000. That's for the 75-inch model, which I don't think is too bad. Now, if you are comparing 8K panels, then you may want to look at the display that LG had at IFA 2019. And what they're basically saying is that 8K and the quality of the picture is not just about the number of pixels. It's about what you then do to the panel and how those pixels are then displayed. And they had these two screens here, which we understand one was an LG NanoCell panel, it was advertised as such, and the other, although it wasn't advertised, we believe it could have been a Samsung panel. What LG are saying is that with what other firms are doing, other brands are doing to try and improve things like viewing angles by putting special films over the top of the panel, it's actually degrading the image, and they're calling it contrast modulation. So they had this set up with a microscope going over the 8K panel from another manufacturer, which may or may not be Samsung, and a microscope going over their own Nano Cell 8K, and underneath that they had that image displayed on two screens. And it was actually fascinating to see the difference, because without doubt there was far more detail on the LG 8K panel than there was on the third-party panel. What LG are effectively saying is that not all 8K panels are built the same, and there is far more that you need to consider before making that purchase. So I hope that explains contrast modulation and the differences in the 8K panels. So my friends, that's the news on the LG 8K panels. We have asked LG for some sample review models that hopefully we can test, and so we do keep our fingers crossed and hope that one of those will appear in the studio soon. Thanks for watching this video as always, my friends, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one.